Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Meredith again. I've got some stuff here on my desk, and I found some old clusters that I had made years ago, and I thought maybe I can do something with them a little bit, you know, as my as I've heard from other people, zhuzh them up. We'll see. We'll see if we can do any zhuzhin, or if they're just gonna go back in a box and be there till whenever. I had bought some of these um, tickets years ago, and I'm not sure if I got them off of Temu or where I got them, but some of them are pretty cute, so I'm gonna use a couple of the bigger ones because I think that would work better. I mean, they're kind of cute. Wish I just don't know if I got them off of there. Maybe. Just trying to grab out a couple. Yeah, like that. Because I've got some birds that I stamped on some fabric. I think, and I had dyed the I think it was a sheet, and I had dyed it with probably food coloring, and then I had some birds like tickets and um, stamps, and I stamped them on here, and it worked well enough. I mean, they're cute. And then I had picked up some stamps from a yard sale the other day, and I went through them. I got this great big box of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip. Just gonna rip around them a little bit. I got a great big box of them for like $5. So I went through them all the other night, and I kept the ones that I liked, and the ones that didn't work well, I pitched them because I wanted to reuse the blocks that they were on, but they were glued on there so well that I couldn't get them off, and I kind of felt bad about it, but you know, it is what it is. You can't keep everything. I mean, I can't. I could easily become a hoarder, and I don't want to do that. You know, I heard somebody say, if you're not using it, then just get rid of it. Give it to somebody, or, just pitch it. But they weren't even good enough to give to someone, so I just threw them out. But like the ones that worked well, like I think it's pretty. They even gave me like a pigment ink, which is what this is, just a brown pigment ink. And I tested it. Yes, it will move a lot with water. I wasn't sure what pigment ink would do, but it's definitely not permanent. And it was a fairly inexpensive pad. The sticker on the back had the price tag of $2.99, I think it said. But it's very juicy pad, so I'm gonna use it. I'm not. It's not gonna be like a first layer of anything, because anything wet, glue, water, whatever, is gonna smear it. It's just gonna smear it, and it'll be a mess everywhere. And then I've got some other of those tickets too. Some florals. I really love butterflies and moths and dragonflies and stuff like that. Like I had a punch. It might be downstairs in the storage area of this weird dragonfly cutout. I'm not super thrilled with it, but so I might just put something over top of it like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to use my art glitter glue that I accidentally left open. Let's hope. Oh, that's surprisingly wonderful. It worked. I am going to put a fair amount on the back, just because I don't want it to move around too much. And I've got fabric, and I've got gel prints, and this might be a dryer sheet that I had. I keep those. You can copy dye those and get some pretty cool effects with them. But that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to kind of zhuzh them up a little bit as I go. I do have some stickers here that I've collected. I've got some mushrooms, so those might be used. Um, some mystical things. Not very many of those because I made this little book to hold stickers, but I don't have a lot of stickers left in this book. I've got some faux stamp, well, they're stamps, but they're not, you know, you can't use them. They're not like real stamps. I mean, real stamps now are expensive. And some other weird stickers, but what's that? A little bottle. But this worked out really well for what I needed it to. It's cute. I love stickers. I probably will use quite a few stickers. Might use that. Definitely going to use some of the stamps back here though, so I'm just going to grab out a couple of them. I'm not really going to think about it too much. There's some mushroom ones. Okay. So that's going to be probably it. These, I am just going to rip them. Just going to rip them up. Now, I could cut them, but I just don't feel like it's necessary to do all that. And then just glue them onto things. I'm not 100% sure what's going to match with what. I mean, if you're looking for somebody who's like this great artist, you have come to the wrong girl. I can hold my own. I'm not, I don't ever claim to be like an artist of any kind. I am going to ink up some things. I just have Arranger's Archival ink in jet black. That's what I'm going to use today. I always store my ink pads upside down because it just helps it to stay a little juicier. And I have just a little makeup sponge, and I just will set that off to the side. I'm just going to go around just a little bit here and there. It looks, might be a little more there because there's a lot of white showing. And then I'm going to glue it right on there. So what do you got going on? Anything fun? I hope everybody's doing well and all of those good things. See? I went with that one with the red in it because there was some red here. I might just poke off some of that just to get rid of it. Maybe a little bit here too. And if you rip away from whatever is showing, if you rip away, then you won't get all that white. Not everybody wants all that white paper showing. So this is a gel print on, I think, tissue paper. I do not own any of that, what is it? What's it called? Wet strength tissue. I don't have any. It's expensive. I looked it up and it is pricey. So I just don't want to do that. Put the sticker on. Now if I can't get the sticker off, it's just going to get glued down. But I'm going to try. I mean, I'm going to put some glue on it anyhow because I don't trust. There, it came off. I don't trust some of the adhesives on things. And I am going over some of the existing things like the dragonfly. I'm going to cover it up because it is what it is. You could easily turn these into hidden paper clips too. I mean, just super, super easy. You just take a piece of paper, put your paper clip on it. If I have a paper clip, and I don't have one right here. We could do hidden paper clips another day, I suppose, with some of these. Yeah. That one's not too bad. I might put some black ink around this with just like a pen. With just a pen. Got a black pen here, so I might just, kind of just do this. Just go around it a little, just kind of, sketchy-ish. Make it a little bit sketchy. See what I think of that. So far, not loving it. But you don't ever know unless you just do it. You don't know. Here's a little scribble. Okay, that's not too bad. Not the best, but hey, it is what it is. Get that out of the way. So, pardon me, sorry. Yeah, I was sitting crooked in my chair, and I don't like that. I feel like I'm slouching super bad. Right, ink this up. The thing with this, it seems like, I don't know if you have that problem or not, like the ink pad, the ink on the makeup sponge, maybe it's just all of them, could be the weather, could be anything, seems like it dries up quickly. I don't really know. Pop that up to the side. Yeah, like that. That's cute. But the butterfly is adorable too. I've got some dried glue on the tip of this, so I'm gonna try to get that off. I'm not even gonna take the dragonfly off of there. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it be where it's gonna be. It's just another layer. I mean, clusters are all about layers. So, no, it's pretty. It's pretty. Try this. This little fabric. I've got so much stuff going on here. I need to move things. Might put them offset them a little bit. Probably should use Fabri-Tac because this is fabric, but Art Glitter Glue says it will do fabric, and so far it's done fabric for me just fine. It has. I have had really zero complaints with Art Glitter Glue. I just don't. You put it down, press it into place, and then just let it dry, and it seems to do just fine. Let's see about one of these. Let's see about this. Ink it up. Ink it up. Some more of this ink. Whoops. Well, that was unintentional, but you know what? I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm just not, because, Doing crafting and art is just supposed to be relaxing, gives you something to do where you don't have to think about stuff too much. I mean, unless you're doing a masterpiece or say an art gallery or something like that, then okay, put more thought into it. But even then, I think you should be enjoying what you're doing. And if you're not, maybe you're not where you're supposed to be. I made this butterfly. Yeah, it's cute. I used that paint that I used the other day. What was it? The iridescent acrylics. I just smeared it on the paper, I let it dry, and then I stamped over top of it. And then I just kiss cut around it. And it turned out kind of cute. I've got a whole pile of butterflies now that, I made them. And I didn't have to buy them. I mean, I might have paid a couple of bucks for the stamp set itself, but I mean, I use it all the time, so. I did have some bling up here. Now I don't know where the bling is. Sorry if you're bothered by me reaching into my little scrap box. My box of many things. I don't know if it's there. I might put some bling on here another time. Unless I can find some bling real quick. Oh, look, I found... I found a paper clip. Yeah. Look at that. I found a paper clip. Where did that one go that I was going to turn into a paper clip? That one? It's going to be that one. So anyhow, I'm just going to take one of these tickets. I'm going to put the small end there because I want the bigger end on the outside. Make sure I'm going the correct way. And then the lower that you put it, say if I put it down here and put this in a journal, all of this will be sticking out of the top of my journal. All of that. But if I put it up like a little bit higher, I might have to, I'm not going to worry about it. If I put it up like this, then this is probably going to show. And if you don't like that, then you can just cut it or rip it, and it's fine. But then you would put your glue on the small side. I usually put some glue like that, and around, I do glue them in kind of probably more than I need to, but make sure it's got it going the right way. And then I just put it on there and just kind of press it into place. And just kind of squish it a bit. Squishing. Lots of squishing happens here when I do paper clips. A lot of squishing. And then it would just go on a page. You just say this is your page. You just, put it on your page. So now that's a paper clip. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, it's fine. So put that up to the side. This has got a heart on it, and for some reason, it didn't staple well, so I have like a double staple here, which is okay. I don't hate it. What I don't like is the fact that I didn't rip these papers. I'm a little weird about that. I don't like the white showing. And the white's definitely showing. But, we're just playing with paper right now, so it's okay. I'm not going to get upset about it. There's no point to that. If you have inks of different colors, well then you can make these all different colors. I mean, you're not limited to just black and brown. I mean, I've got different colors. At some point, I'm probably going to pull those colors out and just go for it. I like this one. I think I'm just gonna put this. Do I like that? I don't like that. Maybe I'll put this bear like that. Nope, nope, nope. I've got a couple little pigs. Those are cute. If you were doing a farm animal one, you could do that. Farm animal journal. That would be cute. I made one all about bunnies, different kinds of bunnies. I mean, I guess I could probably make a video and show you all the journals that I've made for the craft show. You never know. Maybe somebody that sees this video would be interested in buying it before I take them to the craft show or at any other time. I mean, I don't charge a ton of money. Of course, if you're not local, you would have to be, I would have to price it at a price, or you would be responsible for shipping and handling, or however that is. Definitely for mail service, you know, I would have to take it to the mail, to my mail courier, you know, to the post office, and then, yeah. It's cute. So yeah, so I just got a bunch of different ones. Like this. I really want to use this flower, but it's just not lining up. It's not working for me. You know what? I'm just going to let that one be. That's what I'm going to do. If I can't get something to work right, I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to let it do its thing and just be happy with itself. Like I think that one's kind of fine. I'm going to put this butterfly on here because I thought that looked kind of cute. I think sometimes in art there's a lot of rules, so people get intimidated and they don't want to do it because they don't want to feel like they're not good enough. But I think that if you're worried about rules, then just throw the rules out the window. Let your imagination take over and just go for it. She's cute. She's a cutie pie. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of ink on her. I probably should have got like a pink ink or something. I mean, I could go back over it with a pink ink. Or red. I've got red, I've got blue, I've got a whole bunch of different. I've got the little tiny square ones of ink. I've got a bunch of different colors. I should probably find out if any of those are any good still and use them. But yeah, what I was saying was, you know, forget the rules. Forget the rules. Just do it. Just have fun with it. You know, grab out your crayons and your paper, or your markers and paper, or cardboard, or whatever, and just have a good time. Because, you know, it doesn't really matter what all is happening. I keep trying to use that and it just won't work for me. It must be the background papers. What happens if I just kind of tone them down a bit with the black? If it's ugly, then I'll throw it in the garbage. If I hate it and go, oh, why'd you do that? Then I just won't use it. I mean, these are scraps. Scrap papers. Scraps. Now let's see. I can deal with that. So yeah, just go for it. Don't let the rules bog you down. Don't let them Don't let it stop you from having some fun. You know, it's all about just doing what you feel you're doing. You feel the art, then just do it. Just go for it. I think they put too many rules on too many things, and you don't have to. Let's see, how many of these do we do? So we got 1, 2, 3. We didn't do anything to you, but I'm gonna count you as 4. Set one aside. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11, 12, and then the paper clip one makes 13, which, cool. Yeah, we put the paper clip on the back of the one. So yeah, so those are, 13 of them in just no time at all. And these were things that were just sitting in a box that when I was cleaning my craft room and I found them and I was like, oh gosh, I forgot I even did those. Let's do something with them, or we're just going to pitch them. So now we got them. Now they're there. Yeah. I am going to find one for that. I am. I might just put it on there. Just forget it. Just put it on. Yeah. Why not? Sorry, I went silent. Sorry. I'm working on that. I'm not used to having a camera above me and talking. I feel like I'm probably going to be a newbie for a long time. But yeah, okay. That's workable. It's got a book and some flowers. That could go in anything. You could put it in a floral book. You could put it in a book where, it's just you need a little something and you wanted some color. Sometimes I put clusters on pockets. Sometimes I put them just on the pages. I've got a pocket here-ish. Not that one. Is that the one? Yeah. See, I put this on here. It's a double pocket. Pretend this isn't here. Just pretend. Just pretend you don't see that. And then, you could just put a cluster right on top of your pocket, and it's an instant decoration. This pocket I made the other day. Let me get a piece of paper. I'm reaching again for a piece of paper. Come on, piece of paper. These pieces of paper are, what are those measurements on these? 4 3/4 by 4 1/4. These were the cut-offs from the cards we did the other day. But they can be pockets. I would just take this, I'd fold it down to where it is. I don't know where my smoother is, or whatever that tool is. Here it is. This tool, little scraper, is what I use for that. Throw some glue here. If you like double stick tape, you can do double stick tape. You can do whatever you have. If you don't have art glitter glue and all you have is Elmer's glue, well then give it a try. You probably have to let it dry longer, and it might wrinkle a little bit, but then just put it under something heavy, and that will take care of that. So yeah, that would be a pocket. I could put that right in the front of it, and it's cute. If you want to put some inspirational words on there, you can do that too. I don't know where my inspirational words are. There they are. don't want to step on my little dog. What's that say? Find joy in the ordinary. There you go. Find joy in the ordinary. I made these labels, oh goodness, a while ago. But like, if you like labels, you know, you can put that there. Maybe get that going the correct way, you know, and then find joy in the ordinary. I'm not saying that these are, you know, perfect, but I mean, if you're gonna do it, might as well use all your stuff. You know, I mean, we make stuff to use stuff, and then we just put it away and leave it there. My scissors. I think I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna put a ticket on here, 'cause why not? It might not be your cup of tea or whatever. And no, I don't have lots of fancy papers or anything like that because I don't have a printer. I just don't have a printer. I mean, if I had a printer, then I would print out some stuff, but I don't, so I'm not going to stress about it. I think I'm going to put that there. I bought a black, what was it, laser printer, it just did black ink, and because at the time everybody, you know, I followed the flow and did the rules that everybody was putting out there, and so the rule was you needed a black laser printer in order to do things correctly. So that's what I did. I spent the money, I bought a black laser printer, I put the things together and hooked it up, printed out what I needed to print out, and then it doesn't work for me because I can't print anything color, which I like color, and I don't want to I don't want to just print black and white pictures all the time. Now if I'm doing a black and white journal where I want old photos, like I have old pictures of my mom, I have old pictures of my dad, you know, my aunt, then I could have that. I could have those old pictures, and then I could just print them out as much as I want. It's a very old corner jumper. I like to roundy off the edges. I'm deciding if I think I'm going to trim this down. Just 1 second. I'm going to trim this off because it just seems ridiculously huge to me for what I, you know, for a journal. There we go. Like that. Put a little ink around it. Like I said before, I've done art for a really long time. I've done projects for a really long time. And then I quit because they weren't as good as other people, and I couldn't do some of the art that they were showing me because I didn't have all the tools. I just didn't have all the steps. So I quit because what I was doing wasn't going to be good enough. Don't do that. Use what you have. Play. Have fun. You know. Make yourself smile once in a while. I like it. I like it. Is it simple? Yes. Just glue, stickers. That's it. Okay, that's going to be it for now. Hope to see you in the next one. I hope everybody's safe. Alrighty, see you later. Yeah, go do something fun. Bye.